up to everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's up with it? What's up? What's up?
Yer, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going down, y'all? What's up, Rod?
What's going on, boss? What's happening, man? It's just me and you tonight so far, so we just gonna kick it and kill it and do what we do, boss.
It's the fellas tonight. It's the fellas, and
Absolutely,
we're gonna hold it down tonight.
absolutely.
First of all,
Why not
shout
let
out to
us
Gina.
do it?
Shout out to Gina.
Hey, shout out to Gina, the queen of the show, the
No
queen
doubt.
of the channel, and then some. We truly appreciate you for everything that you've done for us, giving us this platform, giving us this opportunity. We truly appreciate you. We truly appreciate each and everybody that's out there right now. Please hit that, that like button, that thumbs up, everything. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Um, we truly appreciate all y'all that's here. We thank everybody that's in the chat right now. Um, truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate everybody that's here right now. Shout out to, as always, look at her. She's in here right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me do it the right way. She's saying, "Hey, shout out to Gina right now."
For
You
sure.
know, hey, there we go. Look who's in here right now too. Fernando, what's up, boss?
What's going on, man?
Hopefully everything is all good. Hey, man, we two black men, we always late right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially Friday night.
Ah, hey, technically we wasn't late. We was just waiting on some other people just in case.
Facts,
We was
facts.
here. We was ready to
We was
rock.
here. We was here. I mean,
Right,
it
for
was
sure.
it was a couple of little, technical difficulties at the beginning, but guess what? We got it rocking and rolling,
We got it rolling. We got it rolling. Just yeah,
man. Yeah.
we won't talk about that, but we here now.
You know
Hey,
what
what
I'm
up, Danielle?
saying? Danielle, what's going on to you? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tanya, how you doing? How
How
you
you
doing?
doing? What's going down?
What's going down? Hey, everybody in here, we appreciate y'all. We a little understaffed, as some people would say tonight, but guess what? Party ain't a party. The show must go on. It is what it is. As far as from a sports perspective, how's your week been from a sports perspective?
I'm happy you put it that way because that's the only perspective I got right now. Because 2023 been on that shit. So, but for the
I mean,
sports wise, we good so far, man. You know the Warriors playing well, Niners still rolling, so we good on it. USC did get. We ain't gonna talk about that part. That was a bad day altogether, but it happened. But other than that, we good, man. We good. 2023's been
absolutely.
been what it's been so far. How about you, man?
Everything's all good so far.
So
And
far,
then it's gonna get even better. Everything is nothing but a true, test and anything like that. It is what it is. It's all about us just progressing to be better than what we are. You know what I mean?
for
Miss
sure.
Debbie, salute to you, Miss Debbie.
Hey, what's up,
Thank
Miss
you for
Debbie?
everything, Miss Debbie. Everybody out there, please go to the Patreon. Please add on to that. There are levels, there are tiers for that. Please, Miss Debbie is part of it. We appreciate everybody that's doing something and helping us out. Thank you so much.
No doubt,
We
no
truly
doubt.
appreciate y'all. Um, hey, Corey, what's going on, boss? Hopefully everything is all good with you.
Hey, what's
Uh,
up, Corey?
and some Buke, my man, my boss, my
Boots in the
partner
building.
down there from the boot right now. You know what I'm saying? The NO, like it ain't no other. Appreciate you, boss. How's your week going so far, boss?
Great, man. Great, 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 bro.
That's good,
What
man.
about
That's good to
y'all?
hear.
Good to see y'all, boys.
Hey,
Same,
likewise, boss. Hey,
same.
the week is the week. The day is the day. We
That's for
blessed to see
real, man.
another one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
That's
all
all
we
we
can
can
say,
do.
man. That's all
One
we
day at a
can
time,
say.
Exactly.
boss. One day at a time, man.
Oh yeah.
Salute. Salute to one of our moderators, Mr. Marcus. Man, we appreciate you, boss. Thank you for the
Marcus,
work that you
shout out to
do.
Marcus.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey, real quick, Rod. We got to get to Marcus, man. We still got to get a pick, man. We
Talk
we
to him.
going we gonna come get you, Marcus, wherever you at. We gonna fly to you, my guy, and we getting a new updated photo for you, my guy. Don't even trip. We
Hey,
got you.
how would it feel if we was to get like a fake Jerry curl and put like a little fake little tooth, like it was gone or
Oh,
like it was missing? You know what I'm saying?
we
Would
we
that
could
work?
give him that. We could give him the call to truth. We could give him the call to truth. Look, that might work. That might work. That might work for Marcus. Marcus know we love him though, man. Marcus know
Right.
we
Marcus,
That's
it's
love
all
him
all
love.
love, boss. It's
for
That's
sure.
all
all love,
love,
Mark.
boss. All of Marcus, you know who it is, man.
No
Look who
doubt.
back in the building right now, the Shake Bag Media Group, man. What's going on, boss? We was in here last week. You see the picture in the background and everything. You know how everything went down. But hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. You know what I mean?
We got the dub. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah,
We
yeah.
got the dub.
Uncle Willie.
Whoa, Uncle Willie. Are you
Uncle
starting
Willie.
certain? Are you starting things off a little different this week?
Okay.
He is. He
I
is.
mean, hey, if I thought Dan was gonna be the one that came home, but hey, Willie,
Hey,
you want to come home, man? It's okay. I mean, we faithful to the Bay, so if you wanna do that, it's all right, man. Go ahead.
submit your application, man. We'll look it over for
We'll
right now.
consider
You
it.
know what I'm
Yeah, we'll
saying?
consider it.
We'll look it over for right now. So I'll say that. And Miss Gina said, hey, you know what I'm saying? She looked out for you and all that type of stuff. Um, it's one of those weeks. We're gonna look at.
CP4. Oh my
Oh
God!
man,
Hold on.
go with it. Go with it.
That Marcus. I mean, that actually might be the move, my guy. Like
Might be it. Straight
that
out of
might
low
be the move.
cash.
Straight out of low cash, man. That might be the move. Like, oh yeah, Marcus, we're gonna have to consider that, my guy.
Hey, that might be the move. You know what's funny? I actually got a picture that kind of looked like when he was on CB4. So, I kind of understand what you mean with that look. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Debbie, we just it's a Friday night. We ain't got to do but sit over here, talk a little Niner football, a little playoff football. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, like always, we appreciate y'all.
For
We
sure.
thank y'all. Um, and then some. I just want to see this. First question of the night. Do we, as Niners, do we sit CMC and Devo, or do we just limit them, limit their snaps? How y'all feeling?
If they're good to go, we don't need to limit nothing. Like if CMC and Debo say they're good to go, then we play them. Like, because at this point, Shanahan was on the radio earlier this week. Like he's acknowledged the 2 seed matters. So to make sure we keep that, we need to win this game. So we gonna go all out for it. Now, if we get the 1 seed, that all depends on how the Eagles are playing because we all play at
Yeah,
the same time. So
right.
yeah, man, I say if CMC ready to go, play him. If he's not, then shut him down. Ride Mason, Mitchell's back. TDP. We'll ride them. But Debo it's probably good to get Debo the reps now, as opposed to waiting for the playoffs to start. So let Debo get his feet under him a little bit this week, and let's see what happens.
Now, I got a side question to that.
For sure.
Do you throw to Debo in this game, or do you utilize him in this game as a running back?
I think Kyle he hears what's going on. I would find it hard to believe that Debo's first few touches are going to be anything but passes. Like he might
Right.
still throw a Debo in there, might a jet sweep. He might do something like
Mhm.
that, but he definitely gonna make sure his first few passes are gonna be passes. Because if he just come in and Debo in the backfield and we just go straight to the handoff, Twitter gonna lose their mind. Twitter gonna lose their damn mind, and it's gonna be hilarious. But Twitter
Yeah,
gonna lose their damn mind. Let's just
I
be real
feel you.
about it. Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Definitely, man. Definitely. That's. How you feeling, Boo? What you think?
Um. Well, the first question was, what position, what seeding are y'all in right now? You said y'all
Two.
y'all playing for the 2 seed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Locking it up.
Yeah. Locking
So
series. Yeah.
okay, so if y'all lose, no 2 seed, you fall.
If Minnesota wins.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah. So to your first question, Rod, yeah, you gotta give CMC some reps. Definitely, you gotta lock that, secure that 2 seed, because I feel like Philly or Dallas, whoever's gonna be the one, is gonna be a one and done. That's just how I feel. So that'll be home field for you guys for the next couple of games.
True. True. And
Yeah. If
that's
we don't
something that
gotta
we
if we don't gotta
definitely
leave
need.
Levi's, I'm with that
Ooh.
all the way. So
Ooh.
I'm with that all the way. Bring everybody through Levi's. I'll take that. Um, I get the NFL making everybody playing at the same time, at least as far as us in Philly goes. I get it, but
Right.
I mean, we could scoreboard watch at halftime. If it ain't looking like Philly gonna do anything and we locked in, then you might start pulling people back and determining if we need to play people or not, or how we want to do that. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know what's funny though too? Can you imagine if we get the number one seed? Do you know? Let's just. I know we're not gonna
What's the
look too
scenario?
far.
What's the scenario, Rob, that gets y'all the number one seed? How do you get it?
Philly lose. Philly lose. We win. We
Yep.
get number one
We
seed.
number one. Yep.
Oh,
Automatic.
okay. Wow.
Exactly. But
That's
think about
crazy.
this. Let's just say, I'm just saying hypothetically, we went
Right.
out. Do you know that we don't even leave the West Coast? Like the Super Bowl is in Arizona.
All right.
We don't even leave the West Coast. So
Mhm.
that's another
Crazy.
advantage. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, yeah, that
Definitely.
works.
yeah, that's why I'm
That
like,
works.
but we have to also think about what the Giants is going to do against, against Philly. And now they're talking about they're going to sit their starters down and everything like that.
That's what they said?
It
That's the
doesn't
report.
benefit them to do anything. I mean, the Giants are locked into their seed. They can't go no further higher or they can't go lower. So
Oh man,
I get it.
that's
I
not.
get it. You know, they might sit some people, but
What seed are they again?
they think they're six. They're the six
Six, I
seed.
think. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're six. I think so.
So
So they would play
Minnesota, I think. Yeah, they be locked into
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah. So
Absolutely. Corey Davis says, I think we can beat the Cardinals with Jordan Mason and TDP. I agree. I
I
agree.
don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt
But
that at all.
I agree. But you still also got to give, Mitchell a couple of reps too. He's coming in a little rusty. He hasn't played in what,
2
6
months.
weeks?
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy 2 months. Yeah.
So he's got to get a couple of reps in there. He's definitely got to see something. Got to get his feet wet a little. I mean, he's gonna get his feet wet this weekend.
It's real
He
life. Yeah.
definitely, yeah. They out there with El Nino right now. It's ugly, and prayers and shout outs to everybody that's out there right now. Hopefully everybody's safe out there. Families are safe. Um, hopefully everything is all good for everybody out there.
For sure.
Man, shout out to
That's
God, man. Shout out to God, man. DeMar Hamlin. I know y'all seen he shook back. He's talking. He's breathing. Man, that's beautiful, man.
For sure.
We Boot, because you are the man that loves to bring a little spice, and I appreciate you being on this show tonight. So please, no, seriously, save that, because we gonna come back to that, brother.
Yeah.
We gonna come back to that. Miss Debbie saying, sell my tickets. Oh, you selling your tickets? 2 tickets, 200 level, and a green
parking
light.
pass. And a parking pass.
Hey, people out here, pay attention.
It's
These are
out
good
there.
tickets out here, y'all.
It's out there.
These are good tickets, y'all. I'm just, tell a friend and tell a friend. All you got to do is tell them to come on the line right now. Tell them to come on the show. Look at what's presented out here right now.
We can make the deal on the show.
We can make the deal on the show.
We'll negotiate it. We're gonna give you the GinaReppinDaBay discounted price. I ain't gonna tell you what the price is, but we're gonna get you hooked up right. Miss Debbie will take care of you.
Where's the 200 level, y'all? What is that? That mid? Is that mid? Or where is that?
In the building.
There you go. In the building.
I don't know. I haven't been to Levi yet.
Look, the most valuable part of that is the parking pass. That's the most valuable part of this whole
that parking pass. That's crucial.
The parking pass, because I mean, the way Levi's is set up. Look, don't get me started on that. The way Levi's is set up, it can be.
You been that way?
Oh yeah, I've been there a few times. I've been to Levi's a few times. So, the funny thing is, the last time I actually went wasn't even a 49ers game. I want to see it was the On the Run concert, Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think that was the last time I've been. So that was like what, 3 years ago?
All right.
Oh yeah. So,
man, shout out to Damien, man. Shout out to you, boss. Appreciate you coming through.
What I mean,
and everything like that. Definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you. See, hey, people, all you got to do is come out here, make something happen. Trust me, I promise y'all, man. Something can happen here. I'm posting it back up here again. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You got the opportunity to go to the last game of the season. If you haven't been to a game this year, you on the West Coast right now, make it a little wet. Just saying. But hey, you get to experience the greatest team right now, floating right now.
Hey Marcus, see if you can pin that Miss Debbie's comment in the chat. See if you can pin that. I think Marcus got to do it because he's a mod. I don't think either of us are mods to do it, but yeah.
Please,
check that out, Marcus. See if you can pin it for us.
Please do that. Please do that. I definitely appreciate that. Now, due to the weather, it's gonna be 60% chance of rain. And where should we do at the bench? Or should we just avoid saving the starters for the playoffs? What y'all think?
Who are y'all playing again?
Cardinals. 4-12 Cardinals.
Oh.
No starter type Cardinals. No, the only person that's playing for the most part is Watt. It's his last game.
His last game,
his career.
Right. Who's last game?
Of significance. Watt.
JJ Watt.
JJ. Oh, JJ Watt. Yeah. Okay.
He's retired.
Yeah. Now let me ask you. Due to the weather. Yeah, you got to play. I mean, you got to get that 2 spot locked in. And you said y'all playing the same time the Eagles play, but the Giants sitting their guys is just not sitting well with me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. No pun intended, but yeah, you got to play them, man. See the chance of rain. You got to play them.
Man, it's the rain. We didn't play it in the rain before. Like, I think we can't go into it with that mindset of, hey, somebody might get hurt in the rain. Luckily, we play on a grass field. That's one thing. That's always thankful.
And you can't play to not get hurt either, why? You can't play to not get hurt. That's Absolutely. How you get hurt.
Absolutely. So I think the last crazy rain game we had was what? Well, not just Chicago. We ain't gonna talk about that. But at home, I want to say it was that Indy game against the Colts. Was that last season or the year before? I think that was the last time we really played at home in the rain. The field holds up okay. Yeah, it was last year. So I ain't too worried, but
we kind of had a little bit of rain against Seattle the first game. That's how Trey got hurt. It started raining a little. I'm not saying it was pouring. But
Trey got hurt because that big ass lineman fell on his leg. Like, I mean, but yeah, I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We got to play the players. We got to get that 2 seed. We got to at least lock that in. Because that's gonna guarantee us at least 2 home games, right? So we want to make sure we lock that in. At least that's how I'm taking it. And I feel like Kyle is definitely locked into this. I don't think he wants to worry about trying to have to travel to Minnesota, which I don't even know if they're gonna get out the first round, to be honest with you. So it might not matter, but we'll see.
Who does Minnesota play?
Why risk it?
Who would Minnesota play?
Let's find out, because I have no clue who they play this week.
If they play this week?
Yeah. Because I'm trying to wonder this. I'm kind of wondering the same thing. Like, if we do play this week, like, or not.
They play the Bears.
The Bears, I thought.
The Bears. So here's a good thing, right? They play at 10 o'clock our time. I don't think Phil's is playing. Yeah. So the Vikings play before we do. So we'll know what their situation is. So if they lose, then you can put off the accelerator and kind of just ease into the game and find out what Philly's doing, at halftime or whatever. But if Minnesota win, you got to go all in.
Right.
You got to go.
They're the first game, right? They're a game before us, right?
Yeah, Minnesota plays the Bears before us, so we'll know the outcome either way. So,
what time y'all play?
1
our time. Well,
1 our time. Well, yeah, like 4.
And you guys say Minnesota play before y'all?
Yeah, they play at 10 a.m. West Coast time.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so I mean, resting sounds cool until you got that 3 seed. Then resting don't seem that cool. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely, I already know what you're saying.
Yeah, we got to lock that 2 up. So
you got to lock 2. I think the game should be over by halftime. I agree with
like Tanya said. Yeah, like Tanya said. Look, if y'all just coming with a mindset of going crazy for 2 quarters, like blowing them off the field type stuff, y'all good.
Right.
Y'all good, man. Just
and we got to coast on. Exactly. We got after that. We just got to coast on home, and after that, should be locked up. And then it's no telling, man, that's a division game. I don't care if you do rest people or not.
All right.
Philly and the Giants, something still may happen. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just say that nothing would, go down that way.
Right.
You just never know. Any given Sunday. And that's a legit thing. we didn't expect the Raiders to be as good as they were. We kind of, just overlooked that situation. So we got to play this game first half.
Yeah, we was
Come out with a
slacking on that
mentality.
one.
Exactly.
We were slacking
we
a little bit on that one. So
we got to come out with a mentality like, yo, hey, we want this game. We trying to really get this game over with, and throw a knockout blow first and be over with.
For sure.
But
okay, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you a question, Rob.
Go
Well, it's actually two questions. First question: who is your backup for Brock Purdy? Let's say y'all go up 28-3 by halftime. Who's the backup? And the second question is, where is Jimmy Garoppolo on his injury status?
Jimmy is walking about as good as you and I right now. That's about it. If that, I don't even know if he's walking as good as us.
Jimmy not even an option until we deep into the playoffs. If that, I mean, he might not be able to play or be the backup until the Super Bowl. To be honest with you,
yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm trying to see where he was at. Okay, cool.
Kyle already said that. Matter of fact, he said that today. I think if I'm not mistaken, he said that today. He was
they talked about it today.
At best, he might be okay.
Right.
For the late round, divisional.
The late round.
Yeah, the late round, championship or Super Bowl. So.
All right. Morgan say Jimmy done.
Marcus ain't lying. That's how I feel. Jimmy's it's a wrap. So
Yeah, I mean he's been done for a minute.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If you want to come hold the clipboard in the last game,
Yeah, just make sure you pass that Gatorade to Brock when he come off the field.
There you go. Look, rub his shoulders. Make sure he good. Like
absolutely,
you good? You good, Brock? You need anything? Like
absolutely. Make sure you nice and loose. Hey, let's see. Hey, that nice cheekbone.
There you go.
Get the women fluttering for you. And
they love them some Jimmy, man.
Yeah, on to your next team.
Yeah, all I want to see is him holding the tablet. Get his little iPad, Malcolm, whatever tablet they use out there. Sitting next to Brock, me like, hey, what'd you see? That's all I need. Like
that's
nothing
it.
else. Yeah.
With
his hat on. What is not a helmet? His hat. That's all I need.
He might not wear a hat. He look like the type he don't wear too many hats.
He probably don't want to mess up the hair.
Exactly. He got that little Pat Riley look. You know what I'm saying? They don't want certain people. They don't want to mess up the hair. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I'm with you on that.
I get it. Does Kyle keep abreast of the players' milestones and records? If so, do we think he'll call the plays to help each other, to help everybody reach them?
Yes, he does. Kyle is a players coach. These guys want bonuses, incentives. He calls plays for them to get those bonuses.
I think if he has people that are close, I'm sure he'll try to get them the ball.
That's what I was about to say. To what extent?
How close is? That's a good point. How close are they to reaching those incentives? Yeah, that's key. He still got to win the game.
Right, he still got to win the game.
You got to win the game. Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna go outside of his game plan to make sure George Kittle get 1,200 yards or whatever it might be.
Unless the Vikings are getting smoked, then he might.
If Vikings got smoked, he might pull back and say, "Yo, sorry, look,
we ain't got to do nothing next year."
Right,
we don't really have to do too much.
Right,
we give y'all a couple of runs, y'all do y'all thing, and we ride on out. Then,
exactly.
If the Vikings lose, we got the 2 seed sold up no matter what. So it doesn't matter. But you don't want to go into the playoffs rusty because now we would have to abide or
no 2 seed. We play next week. Remember the 1 seed, the only one with a bye. So
never mind. Hey, everybody get your roll on.
Who'd you be playing? Who be the 7 seed? Who'll be 7?
That we don't know. It's going to be Green Bay, Detroit, or Seattle.
Green Bay will be 7?
I think Green Bay and Detroit play Sunday night, so it's the final game of the season. Seattle, I think Seattle's in the 7 seed now, but if Green Bay wins, they're in. If Seattle loses and Detroit wins, they're in. Or Green Bay wins, they're in. So I got all the scenarios. I didn't look at it all week, so I kind of have an idea what it is, but I mean, I guess that's going to be a question we talk about later, is who we rather play, but...
Yeah, that's a wicked 7 seed right there, Green Bay, but I don't want to play Green Bay.
At all. At all. That is one thing that you definitely don't. Because you just...
I mean, do we? I mean,
I'm about to hold on. We don't mind playing them.
yeah, right.
The Niners don't mind playing them.
Got you. Okay,
Like,
okay.
see, it's one thing about this, and this is something that I heard a couple of days ago. When it comes to Kyle Shanahan's that Shanahan type scheme,
Mm-hmm.
the people that have come behind him or from up under him,
Mm-hmm.
they don't move or they don't win too many games like that. I understand McVay was an exception last year. That's why they went on to win the Super Bowl. But most of the time, hey, my thing is Kyle pretty much runs. If you come up under his regime, he pretty much knows how to handle those type of teams. It's the teams that he doesn't understand, like those schemes and offenses, like Andy Reid. He still hasn't mastered that type of offense yet and know that scheme yet. So that's the one. It's like it's the wild card. It's a little shaky right now as far as that.
Is it him mastering it, or is it D'Amico Ryans having to master it?
A little bit of both.
You can sprinkle both of it on there, but I'll say this though. I mean, at the end of the day, we just want to get to the next round. So obviously, you like, all right, if we play the easier team, cool. I mean, to me, that'd be Detroit. I mean, personally, I think their defense is super trash. I think we'd be fine. Seattle, the whole thing with Seattle would be you got to beat a team 3 times in one season.
Familiarity.
Yeah, that's get hard. So, not saying that we wouldn't.
That's what we did last year.
It's tough, right?
Exactly.
We saw what happened last year. Exactly right. And then Green Bay. The only thing with Green Bay is we've owned them in the playoffs. We remember last playoff divisional round. It's you never know when you have an elite quarterback, great quarterback any given Sunday, right?
Right.
Why take the risk if we don't have to? So
that's what I'm saying.
I know Aaron, he usually chokes against us, but I don't even want to really risk it right now.
That's the scary thing, that he usually chokes it. He usually lays down against you. That's why I wouldn't want to play him again. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I
don't want to, because it's so like, oh, it's Aaron Rodgers. Oh yeah, they got him. Look what they did last time. Oh yeah. No, you don't want to deal with that.
And it's wild. Like I've seen us run through Aaron all kind of ways. I saw when Cap took Aaron out. I saw when Garoppolo he took him out twice. So look, let's not poke the bear. Like
let's not poke the bear. Real talk.
But it's whatever, man. Whoever want to come out here and catch his fade. We're gonna give him all the smoke. So it's whatever. So
Cali boy, he'll be at home too.
He can be at home, but
I got a little pushback on you, Wise, because
go ahead.
And I'm about to upset Marcus a little. But Kaepernick, I agree with.
Yeah.
But the defense and Raheem Mostert did it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Jimmy threw the ball 8 times.
Anything in the playoffs for us.
That's fair. Because Marcus might hop in on you, but
what is there to hop in?
Jimmy was the starting quarterback that defeated him twice.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Now that I can't argue with. There you go, Marcus. I can't argue with
Marcus.
That one.
Boom.
Okay. Man, Nate, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Another moderator for us, man. We appreciate you, boss.
What
Thanks
up, Nate?
For showing up.
What up, Nate?
Man, sometimes you got to be like that. Hey, we definitely understand. I think the Giants be more tougher than Green Bay.
Shout out to Tanya. Why you think that, Tanya?
I was thinking the same thing.
She ain't wrong, but I'll say this. If we playing the Giants, that means we fell to the 3 seed, and I ain't gonna be happy about that, to be honest with you. Like, I'll be like, even though I think the Giants, I'm not saying they easy work, but
tell me why you think they'll be tougher than Green Bay though. Why would y'all think that?
I think they're more complete than Green Bay. I mean, right now Green Bay has no kind of passing game at all. I think Aaron Rodgers, has he even thrown for 300 yards in a game this year? Like, the passing game is not. This is not the same Green Bay we normally see. Explosive passing game and so forth. They've been really like a power running team, But
so you think Daniel Jones throwing for 300? You think Daniel Jones is lighting it up?
Hell no. Yeah, I'm just saying they're probably more complete right now. But here's the thing. This is what I also want to say. Green Bay, the second hottest team in the league right now. Like, they won 4 or 5 in a row, and they win Sunday. I mean, there's only one team that's won more games than them, so and that's us. So,
and their defenses, their secondary has awakened out of nowhere.
yes,
so they're
that's
a little.
why I
That's
don't
the
want to
part.
poke the bear. Like I don't want to do it. So
Yeah, see who that is poking the bear, Marcus. Yeah, Marcus, don't talk like that, man.
Hey, I feel you, Marcus. I feel you.
He said they melt.
Hey,
it was a tough physical game last year in Green Bay.
Yeah,
that would have been one of those playoff games. I think even though we barely scored any points, I would have loved to have been out there for that, like cold ass weather. Like I would have loved to have been out there for that. That shit looked fun. I mean, we don't want playing it, but
you can have that shit.
Yeah,
There's
like,
certain experiences in life I won't, and there's some experiences y'all can have that shit. That you're frozen and your bones hurting. Look, man, I'm always gonna be warm at the house. I can always be warm right in front of my TV in HD. I can see the same plays that you see in my warm, comfy seat. It's
see, that's the difference though. See, I'd rather be cold than warm. So, I ain't trying to be -8 degrees, but I'd rather be cooler than warmer. So
yeah, the only time I want to be cool is when I go up top. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to deal with no heat outside of that. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, ooh, man, hey, things happen that way. It tickled me that people thought McDaniel ran Kyle's offensive plays. Well, it's the same for him, B. He's a head coach of the Dolphins. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. But now McDaniels is on the hot seat some way, somehow.
And that's wild to me, though. That's wild to me.
Beyond wild.
Is he on the hot seat for real?
Yeah, I think a report came out today or yesterday.
Yesterday.
Say he might get clipped. I was like, what?
Yeah. About what? The injuries with Tua?
To me, it's got to be that because I don't see any other reason. I mean, they had a tough end to their season, but it's his first year. Like, let's build off of this. Like, what are we doing in Miami?
Right, you lose your quarterback to 3 concussions.
Yes,
and now you want to get rid of your coach like he's the problem?
Right?
What? How?
And he got the best out of Tua. Like, let's not forget that he got the best out of Tua.
Like, I don't know where that information came from.
I saw one report. They were saying they would do it if they could get Harbaugh. Like, and you know that Miami owner, he got Michigan roots. So,
oh man,
I mean, that would be the only reason I think they would do it. But personally, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just let it ride. So,
I agree.
I know a team that'll be welcoming him with open arms.
Nah, y'all good with Dennis Allen. Y'all good.
No.
Y'all good, my guy.
No.
Hey, but he'll be a good offensive coordinator for y'all.
Great.
Yeah.
Coach too. He's coaching them around already.
Y'all, you guys like Allen. You guys are comfortable with him. You guys have already spoken.
No. Your
front office has said that you guys like Allen, so
he's had 3 seasons as a coach. He's never been above 500. I mean, the writing's on the wall. Get him out of here.
Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree with you. Like,
yeah,
I know my boy. He been trying to get FireDennisAllen.com up and running for a minute now. So
yes, indeed. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Spade.
Facts, man.
Let me ask you a question, Rod. Rod, have you ever had a coach that it seemed like he learned more from the players than the players learned from him? That's Dennis Allen.
Wow. Never looked at it from that perspective.
Think about that.
That's why I'm like, wow.
That's bad, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because here's the thing, you can learn some things from players, right? But if that's all you're doing and you're not pouring back into your players, they gonna stop playing for you, man.
His pouring game is wise. His pouring game is horrible.
That's not good.
It's terrible.
That's not a good look. That's not a.
Have you seen his win speeches? Man, bro, that's some of the worst I've ever seen, bro. After a win.
Fire Dennis Allen. What's up, Rafi? That's my guy, gang.
Rafi, what's going on, boss? Appreciate you coming through. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the page too, man. We appreciate you, boss. Definitely.
Another big 49er fan. So.
Oh man, salute to you, boss. You on the right team for a reason. Okay, Tan, you said because the Giants' running game been better than Green Bay's and their defense, Green Bay just got hot. And besides Rodgers, it's only weapons Jones and Watson. I mean, we can beat either team. I agree. We can beat either team. It all depends on which team shows up that day.
Oh yeah, but again, I don't want to play the Giants because that means we the 3 seed. So I try to act like the Giants ain't even an option because we winning. We're winning on Sunday, so we're gonna act like the Giants. We ain't gonna never have to worry about them. They gonna let them play Minnesota, handle Minnesota in the divisional playoff round, and we'll see whoever we got to see after that. So, Marcus said Miami don't know what they're doing.
They don't.
He ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong.
I agree.
Their front office is in shambles. I don't understand what they're doing.
Shambles.
It makes no sense. What is it? Ross? That's their
Stephen
owner?
Ross.
Yeah.
I
don't know what kind of drug he on. I don't understand it. It just doesn't make sense what's going on down there in South Beach.
Right.
Maybe sand. Stop walking at the naked beaches down there or something. It's just not making sense of what he's doing at all. I just don't understand his moves. I don't know what he's looking for. It is not making sense.
I hear you.
You get all these weapons around you, and it's like, build with something. Let this man figure it out. But
right. Hey, Rafi, if you go into that Hawks game, make sure you're wearing all your Niner gear. I know you're gonna do it anyway, so I ain't even gotta really tell you something you should know. But hey, rock that Niner gear up there in Seattle, my guy. Make it hurt even more.
Yeah, Harbaugh's definitely not available anymore. He's going right back.
Why he not available? What happened?
He went right back to Michigan. He's staying. He knows. He understands.
Well, did he re-up?
He's a bigger picture. No, I think he just came out and just said, "Nah."
He's not gone.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I heard something about he shut that down real quick. Like, nah,
I mean,
we're not about to do that.
He got to say that right now. They still recruiting some
Absolutely.
players. So.
But the thing is, they just talking to him. Talking. Yeah. Ain't that the same as recruiting? Like, what else the hell? You ain't gonna talk to nobody else for no other reason.
I mean, he did the same thing last year. You remember he flirted with the Vikings, so he flirted with Minnesota. At some point, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Harbaugh. I'm gonna go on a tangent, and I probably shouldn't because I know there's a lot of Harbaugh lovers out there. Let's just be honest. When the lights come on, Harbaugh freezes. Like he don't win the big games. Like it is what it is. Like y'all can hate me for it or whatever. I loved him as a coach. It was great. But we didn't get over the hump with Harbaugh. He got us to the Super Bowl, didn't give Frank Gore the ball down in the 5-yard line for whatever reason. We have 4 chances.
And we cut the lights off of you. We cut the lights off of you.
You just had to bring that up, didn't you? I mean, it helped in the end, but like I love what Harbaugh did for us, and that's cool. But I mean, let's be real. In Michigan, he couldn't beat Ohio State for the longest. He finally got over that hump. They just got ran through by TCU in the playoff. So that's showing me when the lights come on, Harbaugh ain't doing what he's supposed to do. So if a team want to gamble,
so he'll get you to the promised land, but he can't get you through the promised land.
Facts.
Can't get you through.
Facts. And like I said, Harbaugh was one of the best coaches we had. He ran his course. So
how did y'all feel about Singletary? Did y'all like him or what?
Hell no. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You didn't like him?
No, I'm with you. Go to say it. Go to say it. I just heard something from Delaney Walker. That man made a rap about Vernon Davis and walked into the locker room.
Hold up. Was that real? Somebody sent me that. I didn't listen to it. That was real?
Delaney Walker said that was. I don't know why else he would say it, but Delaney Walker said that man walked in and said he had time the next or that night or whatever and made a rap about the dude.
Jeez.
I said,
did he spit it for the team? He spit it for the team or what?
If I'm not, he said a couple of words to it.
Couple of bars.
Look, I think Singletary is one of those coaches that he's probably good to have on a staff because of his stature. You know, he is inspirational to a certain degree, but he can't run a team as a head guy. He just can't do it. And it's not even because he was a great player or whatever. But I mean, I watched him. Well, we had him for what, 3 seasons? Was it 3 years?
Something like that.
It was too long. And
Too hard.
we just weren't we weren't performing well. Like, if it wasn't for Patrick Willis, I don't know where we would have been, to be honest with you, at that time. Like, no, Singletary was not a good coach. It wasn't the offensive staff as well. We were bad all around. Matter of fact, Singletary hired his boy. Was it Jimmy Ray? He brought back Jimmy Ray, who was working at like a bed and breakfast in South Carolina or something. I was like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, get out of here. Like, no, hell no. Singletary was not a good coach. Marcus, that's that CTE, Marcus, coming back right there. You know,
coming back.
That's that CTE coming back, my guy. Like,
it flashes from him.
There you go. He thinking he in the ring with Holyfield right now, so you know. Tanya know. She know.
Hey man. Hey man, y'all funny tonight, man.
I mean, it is. It is.
Man, we was in some dark days back then, boy. That was some hurtful, hard years of watching football.
Hold on. This is a good question right here for you, Rod. Check this out.
Go with it.
Singletary or Tom Sula?
I'll say Tom Sula because the players liked him.
I mean, that's a tough decision to have to make.
Look, they both were trash. They were good coaches, but the players liked them.
Okay, you might have me on that one because I don't know who I pick. I don't know, but that would be a terrible choice, and that's what we had for a minute. I mean, we've had what? Let's just think about this real quick before we get to the next questions. Since Mariucci, we've had what? Let's say good coaches. I'll say Mooch, Harbaugh, Shanahan. We've had three good coaches. Nolan was trash. Dennis Erickson was god awful. Tom Sula was awful. The Chip Kelly era, I try to forget even happened. Like, that was a dark 2 years, man. Yeah. Tom Sula and Chip Kelly back to back. That was a dark 2 years, man. Like,
super dark.
I hated that for the squad, but that's why
we had to go through it.
We did, and that's why I'll get on Shanahan. Don't get me wrong; it's not hate on Shanahan. I just try to hold him responsible, because I appreciate what we have and what we had. So them 2 years before we got Shanny was god awful. So
shout out to Christian, man. Salute to you, boss. Appreciate you. We actually had a decent roster with Singletary, but also Jim Harbaugh made it better when he got there.
I mean, you can't argue that. I mean,
proof was in the pudding. You know what I mean? Like, he did turn a lot of things around. He made it work. He made it work. Brought a different type of culture to us. We were definitely physical. I just watched the other day. I just watched that 2012 divisional game against Green Bay and how Kaepernick threw that pick on the first drive. And then after that, he got busy. Like, he got bit. He almost ran for 100 yards in the first half. And I was like, damn, I didn't even notice that. Like, he got busy in that game.
You know what's so wild about that game, Rod, is I didn't even get to watch that game live. And it's rare for me to miss a football game, let alone a playoff game. And it was only because I had tickets to see LeBron. Like, and so I was like, shit. I was hoping the schedule came out for the playoffs. I was like, please don't play on that Saturday. And sure enough, it was the same time. I was like, I went to the basketball game. I was like, well, I'll get the updates on the phone and I'll watch the highlights later. And I was mad because Cap ran his ass off, and I was like, I didn't even get to see it. So that game was always kind of like, I saw the highlights, but I didn't get to see the game, man.
Yeah.
Shit hurt.
Yeah.
But I did see Braun get a King's bucket, so I appreciate that.
Wow.
Yeah.
This damn you funny. I don't know. Council OMG. That
Oh
guy
yeah,
was something else.
he was
Yeah,
he was something. I ain't no
yeah.
lie, Miss Debbie.
Hey, he's part of the mafia.
That is no lie.
That man was something.
Legend.
To me, having John Lynch takes over was the biggest turning point from the previous 10 years. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Once we got rid of what Balky, everything
Oh
changed.
yeah, we got rid of Super Dave Balky.
Yeah,
Dude over here
everything
sound like
changed.
Super Dave Osborne. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing with Balky was he was a holdover from when we was in the good times with Harbaugh, so people felt good about it. And the whole drafting of injured players thing, it caught up to him, man. He just wouldn't get past that. We was
Hmm.
drafting dudes with torn ACLs every draft. Like, and it sounded good at first. The first couple years, we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna stash this guy. He'll come back next year ready to go. That shit ain't never worked, man. Like,
Did Balky? Did he get? Was he the one that drafted Calvin Rogers or Carlos
um,
Rogers?
no, Carlos Rogers was a free agent. We signed him as a free agent. He was
I'm
drafted
thinking
by
of
the Redskins.
who was the guy who came from the rookie. He was supposed to be the wide receiver. Rogers. I think he came from Michigan State. Um, he never even. I don't even think he stepped on the field. He was our first round pick one year. Was his last name Rogers? I could be wrong.
Wait, a wide receiver from Michigan State. Hold up.
If I'm not mistaken, and somebody help me out in the chat. Somebody.
Yeah,
I
oh
want
yeah.
to say he we drafted him and he never got on the field.
Oh, you talking about I know who you talking about.
He was supposed to be like the promising wide receiver,
Yeah, hold on, let me pull it
and
up.
he never. Anyway, I
Yeah,
just remember us drafting people like that, and none of the draft picks ever produced. At the end of the day, that's
I'm
all it was.
pulling it up right now. But no, Nate, it wasn't Balky that got Harbaugh. That was Jed. Jed had heard enough, and so he was like, "Look, let me get me a real coach up in here before I get ran out of town." So
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Marcus. I can't believe we did that too. Not Crabtree. I definitely know Crabtree went to Texas Tech. I definitely know that. Damn, what was dude's name?
I'm looking for it right now. Like, I'm looking for it right now.
I want to say he wore like number 17. He was dark skin. I've seen this dude and everything. He ended up like tearing, I think his ACL or something like, or he never even produced to be anything. Period. It was just
AJ
like
Jenkins.
Jenkins. Thank you. Where
AJ
did I get
Jenkins.
Rogers from? I don't know.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. Yeah, AJ Jenkins.
AJ Jenkins.
He was supposed to be somebody, and I remember him coming out, and it was just like he ended up being straight up trash.
Yeah, because
He
we
couldn't even
barely
get on
saw
the
him play.
field.
Yeah.
Didn't he
He
get
was
hurt like in the preseason? And it was like that was it.
it was something, man. Like, I think he was on the field maybe what 2 or 3 times in like a 2-3 year period at that. And I
Like
was
we were just
like,
drafting ducks every year for a
yeah,
minute, and I was just
2000,
like, dog,
2012, man, a terrible
this is
draft
just
pick.
getting
Yeah,
worse. This is getting worse. This is
yeah,
getting worse. And I was just like, come on, man, you
yeah,
gotta do better than this, man.
for
Gotta
sure.
do better. Trent was a manager, not a head coach.
Yeah, he wasn't even doing that well, but he
Man, that's
recovered
what I was
though.
about to say.
I mean, he in Jacksonville right now, hanging out, chilling.
Yeah,
So, shout out to Trent Baalke in Jacksonville. Got you
yeah.
a
I
franchise
guess he got it
quarterback. So,
together. Right. I was about to
yeah.
say, I guess he finally, got it together and everything. Christian, yes, you was correct, man.
Oh yeah.
Definitely correct. During the power struggles, we took Balky over Harbaugh. That's why Harbaugh left. I thought Harbaugh had an issue with York.
I think he did. This is the thing with Harbaugh, right?
Yeah.
Harbaugh has one of those attitudes where if you look at his track record, he don't stay around in one place too long. Like, he one of them dudes that he probably just annoying as hell to work with. Let's just be real. We all have people we work with that we just be like, this month, like, I gotta go. Like, so
Gotta go.
I think Harbaugh, he just wears on people, man. Like, that's why I think his time in Michigan is probably gonna be limited, even though this is alma mater. People don't want to deal with that shit all the time. He a strong willed person, and he gonna keep trying to do things his way. And after like 4 or 5 years, you got to go, my guy. Like, you got to get out of here. So I think that's what happened, really. I mean, if he wanted to get rid of Balky, I think that would have been easy, but I think it was a York thing.
Miss Debbie, I agree with you. Those years hurt me. What was we 2-14?
2-14.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
years hurt. Matter of fact, there were a lot of years that I was just actually like turning to the game or
Mhm.
looking at seeing the score. I wasn't even watching the game. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't sit through this shit.
You know
Just
what's
being
wild
honest.
about that era also? And this is what kind of frustrates me with some fans out here. Like, you remember how we had the burgundy and gold uniforms? We went away from the red, the tradition like we wear now, and we went to
Yep.
that burgundy color.
Yep.
People would be like, we need to bring those back. Hell no, that was a terrible era. Like,
Trash
people
era.
don't realize that's how I know you kind of new to the fandom. If you talking about, oh, those unis is hard, they go hard. No, we lost
Trash.
every year in them joints. Like, we weren't just losing, we were bad. Like,
That
I
was like
can't.
around the ending of Garcia and Owens, wasn't it?
Right. That was
Yeah.
they gave us what, a year or two good in those uniforms, and then we went like a decade. It was just,
Yep.
you don't remember that shit. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to
Yeah.
remember that shit. Like, that is not a good throwback. I'm telling y'all. Them unis is
Man,
not what y'all think they are. So,
nah, man. I couldn't even sit through it. I
oh yeah,
promise you, Marcus, I couldn't sit through it. Like, he wanted to take over the whole draft, not involved with Yorks. I mean, that's very true.
that's why they fired his ass. I mean, so
Right. It
you
was
know,
he wanted to do his my way or the highway type feel, and they was like, "Oh, okay, you can go on and do what you need to do." And
yeah,
that's what they ended up doing. They took care of him, got rid of him. He went on about his business,
no,
and it is what it is.
exactly.
Ooh, you need to ask for your money back from them years because this show is trash.
Yeah,
I know how that felt. Be
yeah.
sitting up there wasting your years and stuff
See,
like
Buke
that.
was like, hey, it was a good time for him. There was the Saints was just,
The Saints was on
winning, and
fire back
they was
then,
on
wasn't
fire.
they?
They was doing their thing. Like, it's
Then they
yeah,
ran against that defense,
and
and
it
we
was
started
bad.
ringing bells. What whose bell did we ring that year? Pierre?
Pierre
Yeah,
Thomas.
Thomas.
Pierre Thomas?
We ain't
Yeah, I
seen
was
Pierre Thomas since.
ain't seen him on
Don,
nothing.
Ain't seen
Dante
that brother
Hitler.
since. Yeah,
Dante Hitler, man.
ain't seen
That
that
boy
That
took
brother
when
that.
he
since.
changed his name.
Whew, that boy took that
That
man
one y'all the
out.
game to be honest though. That one y'all the game. I'm gonna keep it
It set
real.
the tone. It set the tone, man. Like, it set the tone for that
No,
game.
I mean it did set the tone, but we had to go to a completely different game plan. Pierre Thomas is not only our running back, but he was our screen back. Our block. He's a great blocking back. That changed the whole game
Vernon Davis
from a play
dominated
calling
y'all.
standpoint. Huh?
Vernon Davis dominated that game, didn't
Did he dominate?
Yeah, he had a big fourth quarter. I know that.
Yeah,
Like, his
he had a
fourth
big
quarter.
four.
he? I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
had
had
to
a big
catch.
end.
I know he
Yeah.
had to catch. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it was that whole drive though. Like, because he got
Yeah.
his, I think he caught like a 35-yarder. Well, he caught a 10-yarder and turned it into a 35-yarder to even set us up for that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Alex, iced it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can we
that
say
That was a physical, good type game. My brother's a
classic?
Cowboys fan. He be clowning me every game. Dad, what's up with your Niners?
yeah.
I mean, your brother ain't
People
got
was
a whole lot
honest,
to
man.
say. I
Yeah,
know.
people
I
was
know.
honest.
How he clown you?
All
Yeah,
right, like your brother ain't got really a whole bunch to say himself. Like,
yeah.
He's the butt of the joke. How can you clown when you are a clown? You can't clown.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah, okay.
Come on, man.
that was they had they've always
Tell
had
your
a
brother
bad
come on
team.
the show, Dad. Tell your brother come on the show.
I always say
Uh-oh.
this right now to
Uh-oh.
that teams that be trying to get on people. Like, I'm like, if you ain't seen your team in the Super Bowl in high definition, don't talk to me. Like, you don't got nothing to say to me. If your team has never been in HD in the Super Bowl, don't
Right.
say nothing to me. Like, if you can't even see 720 Super Bowl highlights, don't say nothing to me.
Come on, man.
You way back on that standard definition 1990 stuff. I don't really respect it. So,
Cowboys fans, come on, y'all gotta stop, bro. Like, come on, man.
okay, Cowboy fans are something else, man. They got real
It's
quiet
something
though when
else, bro.
Debo ran through them last year in the playoffs.
Uh,
That was fun. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. I heard a lot of
Dang,
feelings that game.
why?
I heard a lot of feelings that day.
Absolutely.
I heard a lot of feelings that day. I possibly developed CTE. That was a Marcus quote. That shit is hilarious.
I possibly developed CTE.
My guy Buke was like, "Hey, have you been concussed?" That was the greatest quote of the show so far. I kid you not.
That boy was talking crazy, bro. He was talking crazy.
When Mark said, "Are you implying that I've been concussed?" I was dying, dude. Like,
yes,
I was
brother.
in tears. I was
hey,
like, oh.
Hey, let's switch it. Hey, I need you. Okay, Miss Debbie. Boo, go on and ask your original question from earlier.
My original question?
Yeah, about Hamlin. Because I know you got some questions and everything as far as the remarks. You don't come on, hold on. This is Book's time. He always comes with the questions that gives us the time to debate certain things and see where we're gonna go with this. So I just really want to know which way we're gonna go with this. So please give me something on this.
Okay, before we get into the specifics about the mark, how do y'all feel about how they did with the game, just casting the game away? Y'all cool with that? Bengals and Bills.
Yeah, I think you had to cancel it, man. Like you couldn't send them boys back out there to play that game, man. Like you had to.
No, not cancel, not. I'm talking about okay, it won't be played again, and it just is what it is. I'm talking about the entirety.
Oh, I got you.
You see what I'm saying, right?
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
I still think it's fine. They came up with a plan today. You know, they gonna if either one of those teams have to meet in the AFC Championship game, it'll be on a neutral site. It's fair. I mean, if we couldn't determine it in the regular season that way, it's fair. I'm cool with that. It's a rare circumstance, man. So I think it's three teams involved in a tie-breaking scenario that have that they play the game at a neutral site. And if that's the case, then it's good on everybody's count, because then ain't nobody gonna have advantage taken of them or whatever. But we'll see. They all got to get to the AFC Championship first. So, Marcus with the hot take. So when were they gonna reschedule the game, Marcus? I'm just curious.
It's the end of the season now. So
yeah, Marcus
everything back.
He on that Willie Skip Bayless talking right now.
Yeah. How you gonna reschedule? Like everything is already set and planned. You know how much money is involved in all this that's going on? Like, I understand seedings and all that type of stuff, but hey man, just play the game. Play it on a neutral field and keep it lit, I guess.
That's all. That's all you really could do at this point. Wednesday or Thursday. I don't think that would have worked.
And then play on Sunday? Nah, Marcus.
Nah, yeah. Marcus was trying to go back to the COVID year when.
Yeah, Marcus wants CTE for everybody, huh?
Exactly. That's what it is. Like,
misery loves company, man. You know how
it goes. They wouldn't have been able to do that. Had them play Thursday and then play Sunday. Yeah.
Marcus like, I can't be the only one.
Yeah.
I need some.
Marcus tripping. Marcus, you are a guy and all, but you tripping, my guy.
Marcus, man, you try to get people, straight chilled out here, man. You trying to have the whole. Marcus trying to have everybody. Man, come on, man. You trying to have everybody in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
First of all, nobody told you to get in the ring with Holyfield. That was your choice, bro. Nobody told you. You didn't have to do that. Okay? You decided to do that, and now you got to live with the consequences, my brother. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Oh man, it's just no way, man. No, sir. Like, I don't see how you could get your team together to be like, hey, yeah, let's go on and go have that game. Nah, G. That just can't happen, man. It can't. I don't see it. But
Mike, no, because it wouldn't have been fair, because the Bengals and Bills wouldn't have had a week's rest.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If they give everybody else a week's rest.
So his scenario, here's the thing, right? There was a scenario they had thought about. I saw they talked about I want to say like on Tuesday or Wednesday. What they talked about doing was pushing the AFC playoff back a week. So the NFC would have stayed on schedule, and they would have pushed all the AFC playoff games back a week. But then the AFC champion wouldn't have had that bye week before the Super Bowl. So it's a competitive advantage if you have the NFC champion getting a week off before the Super Bowl, and then the AFC team not getting a week off. That would have been the only thing they could have done. And to say push everybody back, man, they not pushing no Super Bowl day back. They not gonna do that. So
Absolutely not.
to push the entire playoffs, they're not gonna press that like that, man.
Yeah, that's too much.
Too much.
That is too much.
Yeah. It's too many
much
things
money
already
riding
locked
on
in
this.
place, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I hate that it happened, but it's too much locked in considering what time of the year it is. Now, if it was at the beginning or something like that, you can maneuver certain things. Exactly. But now, I don't see that happening, bro.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think they made the right call. I think the league made the right call by just, canceling the game. So
how you feel? Did you hear about Bart Scott's comments that he had about T. Higgins?
No, what'd he say?
What he said?
Basically, it was Higgins' fault that which fella got hurt. Yeah.
Wow.
He said it wasn't?
Yeah, he said T. Higgins was the reason why Hamlin got hurt.
I mean, but he did. It wasn't like he used the crown of his helmet or anything, man. It was
he used his shoulder.
You can't say that, Bart. See, Bart might be on that early CTE himself. So unfortunately,
that Marcus pack, huh?
Yeah, the Marcus pack.
That Marcus pack.
He on that Marcus pack.
Yeah, Bart. Come on, Bart. Come on, BS. That was BS.
BS. That's beyond BS. It makes no sense to even go to that thought, to even consider and think that you would want to do something like that. That just, nah.
Yeah, Bart was definitely doing too much, bro.
Way too much. That's why it just it didn't make any sense. It was like, come on, man. You're not even thinking properly on the situation at all. But hey, people love, like you said, misery loves company.
Yeah, right. You see the question from Miss Debbie?
What you got?
I believe D'Amico Ryans will get offers, but D'Amico would want to go to a contending team. He loves the defense here and will be a challenge for him to leave us. It would have to be a great offer.
I think D'Amico, if he get an offer, D'Amico is gone. Like, I know we want to hold on to him, and that sounds great and all, but I still, if we win the Super Bowl, somebody gonna wait.
He's gone.
Somebody's gonna wait. And the good thing about that is we'll know early if D'Amico's gonna get a gig or not, because most of the jobs are gonna get filled before the Super Bowl. But if there's like one team waiting and we in the Super Bowl, you might as well just kiss D'Amico goodbye, because that's what it is. They just waiting for him to finish the season.
Where do you see him best fitting in it? Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. It depends on what comes open. To be honest with you, it really depends on what comes open.
I'm hearing. Well, obviously we know Sean Payton is the top name. He's gonna get first dibs. But I'm hearing Cleveland may be opening. We know Denver's open.
You know what would be scary? And this is just, and I know it wouldn't happen. I know it wouldn't happen.
What the?
D'Amico Ryans becomes Miami's coach. Then you have McDaniel as your offensive coordinator. Again, I know it wouldn't happen.
Hell no.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I know it wouldn't happen, but that would be scary.
And bring in my boy?
No, that's what I'm saying. I know it wouldn't happen, but that would be a look like, whoa.
Like, wait, hold on. Rod get the coach now? Oh, hell no. Yeah, I gotta go. Free me up my contract. Let me go. Fire me. Whatever you gotta do. I ain't
whatever you gotta do. I'm out.
Yeah.
Deuces.
And that could be my boy. And I'm still not doing that. You ain't taking no promotion.
Miss Debbie, I don't want to block his blessings, but I don't want him to go. This is my thing with this. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I love D'Amico. Don't get it twisted. But we had these same somewhat feelings when Sailor left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's gonna come in and who's gonna, be our, defensive coordinator? And then it was D'Amico. We picked D'Amico. How good is D'Amico gonna really be? And he
Right. People
showed
were
up for
unsure about
2
D'Amico,
years.
no doubt.
Exactly.
People
So
were
it's
unsure
like
about D'Amico. Yeah.
we question Kyle's certain decisions, but coaching wise and stuff like that, he hasn't let us down. If you think about it.
All right.
So right now, I feel like we just need to trust what he's doing. We look how everybody looked at Brian Greasy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why are we hiring Brian Greasy as the offense, as a quarterback, coach?
Right.
And now look at him. He's developed 3 quarterbacks, and we on a 9-game winning streak.
I'm so happy you said that, Rod. I'm so happy you brought that up. Brian Greasy needs some, applause because he done a hell of a job this year as the quarterback coach.
Brian Greasy.
We didn't know what we were getting. We were unsure. You spot on, Rod. And I can't even say that
Brian Greasy did that? That's his work?
Yes.
I can't say it's not. I mean, Garoppolo was having damn near his best season ever.
Absolutely.
He
Ain't
helped
that right,
prep
Marcus?
Brock Purdy. It's something there.
It's something there. They
Something
say
there,
he
man.
don't hold back punches. He knows how to develop and say what's right. He's seen the field as a backup. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He's won. Why wouldn't you listen to him? And so
Don't-
with him listening to him,
Here's the thing,
okay,
right?
what's going? I'm listening. Go with it.
Don't be surprised if he becomes an offensive coordinator for D'Amico wherever D'Amico go. I would not be surprised by that
I
at
wouldn't
all.
be surprised.
At all.
I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
just got to look at certain things and be like, damn. And he's not even out there trying to be,
Yeah.
in the limelight. He doesn't. He hasn't talked since what, preseason, if that.
If that. And
If
people
that.
not even mentioning him. They're not really saying his name. Nobody's really talking about Brian Greasy. Brian Greasy, I could argue, has been the most valuable coach on the staff this season. I could
Absolutely.
argue that, to be honest with you. D'Amico's doing
Absolutely.
a great job. Kyle's doing what he does.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
We done had 3 starting quarterbacks.
3 quarterbacks,
Yeah,
and we're still on a winning streak.
street. Yes. So,
And every quarterback that has come in, what has it done? It looks like it's levels. All we've done is gotten better.
mm-hmm.
If you think about it, we started out with Trey. Now I'm gonna go with Marcus right now. I'm Marcus. I'm gonna give you a little credit right now, but look where I'm going with your credit.
Marcus gonna
Started
ruin
off the yeah, of course. We started off the year with Trey. Trey gave us a game and a half. Got hurt. People were a little questioning it. Jimmy came in. We started rolling. First 2 games he was first game he was okay. Second game Denver shaky as ever. He came in and we got on the roll. We lost to Kansas City. Then we went. That's when CMC started, and after that we started running with the winning streak ever since. Jimmy G goes down. We get Brock, and now our scoring percentage on offense has went even higher with him in there. Mr. Relevant now. He's not irrelevant anymore.
Right.
Mr. Relevant. You gotta look at him and say, hey man, Brian Greasy know what he's doing out there.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's putting these guys in a position to succeed at the end of the day. And then when you have that play caller, Kyle, all we asked during this whole season was what? Execution on the plays. What was the issue? The issue was execution on the plays. Now we're executing.
Hey, you ain't gonna get arguments from me, my guys.
You see what I'm saying? It's just
I'm
just giving you the facts. I'm not giving you something that's just I want you to think about this. I want you to think of that's just facts. So you got to look at it from that perspective and say, you know what?
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Certain things are changing. Certain things are going differently. You know what I'm saying? And we making shit happen. So, hey, it literally is what it is. It literally is what it is. I wish in college football they can wait till after the season, like pros and sports, for kids to go in the portal because it's ridiculous right now. And I wish they can change a few things about the portal. What things would you want them to change? Because a lot of these guys, the NCAA has dictated for so many years I'm an athlete, ex-athlete, so I know this. The NCAA dictates a lot of what you can and can't do. A lot of these guys couldn't get jobs. You know what I'm saying? Once the season is over with and everything like that, they can do whatever they need to do. But a lot of these guys during the season and while the season is going on, you can't even get a job. So it's a lot more difficult. I'm just glad that these guys are able enough to get the money, do what they can do to help and support whomever they need to help, hopefully their families and stuff like that, and then go on what they need to do. You can't just always look at it from that perspective and say, well, they jumping and jumping and jumping. I mean, they've been holding back too long and they've been capitalizing for too long. Hell, look at what they did to the Fab Five. They
But here,
capitalized so much off of them.
just to
Go on.
piggyback off of that real quick, coaches do that shit all the time. So
Absolutely.
coaches would be like, oh, I'm about to go take this job over here at USC, but what about the bowl game, coach? No, I'm out. Y'all figure it out. I'm about to go coach my new school. Coaches have been doing this for years now.
Nick Saban.
Yeah, they abandon the players that they brought in. Sometimes they even try to stay and coach in the bowl game before they go, and that's cool. It's whatever. So if the players want to do that now, that's their prerogative, man. I think it's great, honestly. I
Nick
think they
Saban does it. What's his name? Petrino? Bobby
Bobby
Petrino?
Petrino, that's
You know what
bad
I'm
news.
saying?
Yeah,
You see? And what didn't he just sign with somebody else
yeah. I think he's at
yesterday or something like
Texas
that?
A&M. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
Bobby Fisher, Texas A&M. He went from Florida State to Texas
There
A&M.
you go. Yeah, it
You know what I
happens.
mean?
Hey,
So
look, Lincoln Riley. Like it happens. Like
Lincoln Riley,
it
Deion
happens. So
Sanders.
yes, right. Coach
Like
Prime,
we just
exactly.
gotta call it for what it is. I agree with you, Nick.
Yeah,
See, I agree.
yeah.
It,
So
that's it
it's only
is.
fair now at this point.
Yeah,
If the kids
yeah.
want to jump out and go test the portal, I'll say this though about the portal. I know we're getting off topic, talk about college or whatever. You might want to limit how many times kids can be in the portal, because if you're going in the portal every year, like
I agree with that part.
I'm like
I agree with
shit.
that part.
Like
I agree with that part for sure.
yeah,
You gotta. Okay, bro. Like
yeah. What's
you
really
can
going on
only
here?
you can only jump
Yeah,
2 times out of your collegiate year. Like you
yeah.
can't jump every year.
If you do more than two, you got to sit out a year and wait.
Right.
Then you gotta wait a year, because you can't just keep jumping in every season. But it's all good.
Yeah. And they will continue to get their money. They will continue to get whatever is needed. Um, I'm gonna ask these, little, last little things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not even anything to really say or ask. We were just looking at like um, the 49ers next year, 2023. They play the Cardinals, the Rams, the Seahawks, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Buccaneers next year for home games. Hmm. Well, the Ravens might look like a whole nother team if your boy leaves next year.
All right.
So
Brady
that
might be
might
there.
change. Huh?
Brady might be over there.
With the Ravens?
Raiders. Oh, I thought you said Raiders.
No, the Ravens.
Oh,
So what
Ravens.
the
You got the Ravens or no?
what's the question? Are they asking like, what do we think about the schedule next year, or?
I
Uh,
I really don't know if it's an actual question. I think it's just more of these are the teams that will be playing next year or whatever. We can just pretty much go off the fly, off the cusp of anything right now.
So we play the NFC North, right? The NFC North, and what, the NFC East next year? Are those the two? And then, because I know the schedule is kind of weird now. I know we play two divisions, and then we play like whoever is in whoever the first place team is in like two other divisions or whatever.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a tough schedule, but I mean, what I always say, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But
Let's
not
finish
only
this
that,
season first.
thank you, because I was about to say they said the same thing about this year, and
Yeah.
now they want to discredit our season. Now,
Yeah.
ain't my fault that other teams are getting injured, and which I don't want to hear. I'm not trying to understand. I'm not feeling that at all
Yeah.
because we went through 3 quarterbacks, we went through running backs, we've lost our quote unquote our playmaker. We've lost a cornerback, a starting cornerback. We lost a lot. How you produce and how you step up, keep on going, man. You can't continue to keep on using these excuses like oh, we didn't know, or oh, what's going on, or whatever the case may be. Nah, bump that. It ain't about to happen. Yo.
Right.
Yes, sir.
The light just went off. I got the question that you were looking for. Okay, so my question is to you guys. The light just went on. Do you feel like DeMar Hamlin should play again? Why or why not?
My personal opinion.
How you feel about it?
I would say no, but I would leave it up to that man. That's that man's decision. Where he got hit,
yeah,
we saw the possibilities of that happening. They're slim, but the possibilities can happen. I don't think he should, but I think he should be monitored. I kind of agree with what Marcus said. If you sit out the rest of this year.
Oh wait, the Bills shut him down. The Bills shut him down. He's not playing more this year. The Bills just said that he's not playing more this year. But I'm talking about going forward. Do you feel like he should not come back, not make a comeback, or how you feel about that?
It's a lot of testing that would happen.
I think that should be the furthest thing from his mind right now, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That should be the furthest thing from his mind. Yeah, he shouldn't be thinking about that right now, and I don't think he is. I think he's all about.
Okay, but look, one of the first things he said when he woke up was, "Did we win the game?"
I mean, that's cool, but I don't think he's thinking about, "Hey, I'm gonna suit up in 2 weeks," or "I'm ready to go next season." Like, I just don't think.
I'm just showing you where his mind was. That's why his mind was.
I mean, first of all, that's a good thing that he thought about that, because that's how you knew
out.
Right, that things are firing upstairs, and his brain activity didn't get interrupted. So I don't think he's gonna think about it. Personally, I don't think he is gonna play again. I mean, he can be an ambassador to the game, which I think he'd be a great ambassador.
Yep.
But I've never been knocking on death's door like that, so I can't speak. I don't know how.
Right.
So
that's why I was saying the same thing too. Like, I don't know how many doctors, how many physicals, how many whatever. Whoa, pause. I don't know how many. I don't know how
many. Shout out to GinaReppinDaBay. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Hey, it's the fellas tonight. It's the fellas tonight, ladies.
It's the fellas tonight, man.
This is what we do. We get a little wild over here, but that shit was hilarious.
Oh man, he threw my whole thought. I'm trying to answer my man question. I'm like, whoa, I can't. I plead the fifth right now. I don't even know what to say. I think he should play again as a kicker. What?
Yeah, Giovanni, I don't know if that's gonna happen. But,
right? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts, Nate. That is a great point.
Yep. And that's the tricky part right there. We don't know what that hard. It's so many tests that I would have him go through first before even trying to attempt to want to even play this game. Like, you have to go through a lot of tests, because that's dog. You die on that field, man. Oh man, like y'all let this man come back on the field, and I understand you want to play and live out your dream and everything. That's beautiful, but guess what? You actually got to do it. That was done. You played the game.
Okay, my next question. Shout out to both of y'all. Great answer, brother. Do you think if he did decide to walk away, people would be upset at the donation? If he decided to walk away, him taking a donation and that he gained from the GoFundMe or whatever, and just say, okay, I'm gonna walk away with this, and my career is over.
So what?
How you feel about that?
So what would people think? Never count another man's pockets.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna play into it at all, man.
Yeah.
If anything, he just gonna build off of that, man. Like honestly, no matter what he does going forward, like
He good.
if he's good, like even with the donations to the charity or whatever, his charity is not gonna be 10 times bigger and have more of an impact than it ever was. He can dig deeper into that. He'll be able to get more money funded into him just because of everything that he's
He's a
gone
walking
through.
testimony. He's a
Yes,
walking testimony.
Absolutely.
exactly,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you. That's a
Absolutely.
great,
So
a great
yeah,
answer. Great
he's
answer.
he's blessed, man. You know, I don't know any other way to say it. He's blessed right now. So,
Definitely blessed, bro.
you
Definitely
know,
blessed.
that's an amazing thing. You know, I know it touched all of us differently on Monday. Well, not differently, but we was all kind of like, yo, what's really happening right now? Like because the game is always on the side, you know, we watching it. And it was scary for a long time there, man.
It
It
was
was
scary.
scary. So I'm happy
You
that he's
remember who was
definitely doing
live? Who
well.
was doing the show when it was going on, bro?
Yeah, yeah,
So, that kind of threw all of us off. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And my
Hold
last
on. Let me come.
question, Rod. This for
I'm
you,
coming
Rod.
back to this,
Go ahead,
Daniel.
Rod.
I'm coming back. I'm
Go ahead,
listening.
go ahead.
Go on. Go on. No, go. I'm listening to you.
So I know you was watching, Rod. The next day, I'm talking about the day after when Shannon came back to the show
Absolutely.
and Skip cut him off. How did you feel about Skip cutting him off when Shannon was trying to make his opening remarks about DeMar Hamlin and the situation from the
He's
night before
consistent.
with his tweet?
Skip is consistent. Why would you expect anything different? You know what I
Right, I
mean?
agree.
Like that's how I really feel about it. Skip is Skip. Why would you think that he would come back and truly apologize? We this is the thing. We need to stop expecting people to do certain things that we would do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Mm-hmm.
because our hearts are one way, we expect
Mm-hmm.
our other people to have that same compassion. Everybody don't think the way we do. And that's just life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of insensitive people out here that just feel like it is what it is. I don't rock with Skip for that reason a while ago, years ago. I think it's he's done a lot of foul things, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
agree with Marcus. It is Skip's show. But the audience and the platform that Shannon has brought now, it almost is as if it's even now. You know what I mean? Because of this situation. Um, it's why would I expect, or why did we honestly expect Skip to come on and apologize? Like that's not in his pedigree. When has he ever done that? So why do we
Right.
think that because of this situation, oh, he's gonna backpedal and do what he did? I mean, the man said it as he cut Shannon off. I'm not deleting my tweet. I said what I said, and I stand on that, which he did. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
consistent. You know what I'm saying? And that's just now that my cooler heads have prevailed. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's just honest. Like we expect too much of these people out here, but we also got to remember who runs certain companies and organizations and know that we need this type of turmoil. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
these guys, that's what they feed off of. This is what they thrive off of. Now, the bigger picture is, or the bigger question should be, Shannon, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go after this? Are you gonna continue to allow this man and talk like this with you or to you? Are you gonna, move in a different way? That's something that I look at now and question. But
Mm-hmm.
why was I expecting Skip to come on and apologize? That was foolish of us. Congratulations, we played ourselves. He's
Facts.
not gonna come on there and do that. That's not in his pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
That man could have died on the field, and he was ready to scoop him off and play the game, and then go. I mean, we should have stopped the game. He would have said that at the end. All the stuff beforehand, that just for that one little line, no, we're not hearing that. We're not seeing that.
All
Is it
right.
insensitive? Absolutely. But hey, And I agree with you, Nate. I think he should start his own show. But will he? And you
I
got to
mean,
remember too,
it's
Club Shay Shay is under Fox, ain't it?
it's a yeah, it's a Fox. They probably sponsored or have some sort of hand in it, but
Yeah.
there's
Club Shay Shay?
contracts and shit involved. You with TV and shit, it's easy to say, Shay should have just walk out and be done with the show. I mean, but he still got to get that check for right now. I mean, he
Absolutely.
did his little protest. He didn't show up the next day. You know, he tried to keep going, and he went the rest of the week. But best believe when that contract is up, there's
Oh,
gonna need to be some. He either gonna really have to get broke off, or he gonna have
yep.
to go get his own shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure whenever that deal is up at Fox, he'll take his opportunities to look elsewhere. Like
Yep.
he knows what
Yep.
it is right at this point. He knows what it is. Look
And
how
I
that
think he
episode went with Skip when he was by himself. Skip can't carry a show alone. Like he
no
can't
way.
carry a show alone. He
No
can't.
way.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is, in my opinion,
Mhm.
Shannon really is the glue of the show.
Only reason I
Once that
watch.
glue is gone, it's unraveled. Thank you. Once
Facts.
that glue is gone, it's unraveled. It's over with. It's over with.
I'll say this. Once Joy Taylor left, Shannon was the only reason I stayed watching. I ain't say no, I'm just,
Did y'all? All right. Did y'all?
Preach.
But shout out to Joy Taylor.
It's being written. Shout out.
Shout out to Joy Taylor.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. Shout
Mm.
out. Ooh.
That might get me in
Yes.
trouble a little later,
Dog.
but it's whatever.
Hey,
Did y'all see
whatever.
Jenny Tab's tweet? I think Rod, you posted that in the group, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the petty. Oh, the pettiness. Yes. They had words on the show. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, she ain't back down from that boy. She ain't let that
back
dude play
down.
with her at all.
So
Immediately,
that's why he
when he
didn't
tried
bring
to
her back.
disrespect her, she immediately, no, I'm not having this from you.
not from you.
That's exactly why.
Shout
they
out
didn't
to
bring
her,
back.
man. Shout out to her.
So that's why I say when it comes to comes to Skip, he's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Why should we
You're
expect
right.
different?
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Well, the only reason I was saying that, Rod, was because on that same very night, he posted a tweet saying, "Oh, if everybody misunderstood me, I apologize." So why couldn't you do it the very next day when Shay came back? That's what I was saying.
Well, he had like you said, the first day when he got on by himself, Skip got on by himself. He had that he had the guys, the upper the big guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you need to address this. You getting a lot of backlash right now. See, that's the part that Skip messed himself up on when he said that.
Yeah.
Once he put that out there and Shannon jumped on it, he was like, well, the guys said that you needed to address that. So
Yeah.
And then
He
when
wasn't
he
lying.
came back and said that, right, like you said this out of your mouth.
Exactly. You the one told us.
That's why,
Exactly.
exactly. And that's why Shannon was like, anyway, like, I'm not even about to entertain this right now. Like,
Yeah.
you just sitting up here boldly lying. Like,
Boldly. Yeah.
anybody who's watched the show knows you boldly just told a lie. So,
Yeah, bro. I say his ego was beating him up, bro. His ego.
absolutely.
He can't overcome his ego, bro. That's what I was saying. So
It's a matter of time, but I give a lot of, while we're sitting up here talking about what we would have did and should have did and all this other stuff, the example that Shannon gave us as a black man is powerful, because when you can react in a way that still hurts and show people that you don't have to do it that way, as big as Shannon is, everybody, oh man, he should have hit him, he should have did this. For what? You get physical now. You look dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's the next day. Like he already skipped a day, and then you're gonna walk in the day after. Now you just look stupid. That would have been reckless as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how he did everything and the way he did it
was classy.
Beyond classy.
Classy.
That's powerful, and that's egoless for you to do something like that. That's when your ego and your pride steps out and lets you know that, hey, I can do this in another way. I can do this in another form and show you that I can still kill you in another way. And that's, in my opinion,
right.
I appreciate that, because that's showing others, black men, hey, we don't always have to go out there and swing. We don't always have to go out there and be physical and do it this way.
Hey, what my man said, Rob? What my man said? I could be a gangster and a gentleman, man. I'm both.
There you go. Both. There you go.
I'm both.
I'm both. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the professionalism, like Nate is saying, for you to have that professionalism and everything like that, people were expecting ramp up and all this and rah that Shannon normally gives. Shannon came peacefully. He never raised his voice about it. He said everything he needed to say.
Yep.
And the first thing he said, now you want to cut me off. I can't even say what I want to say without you cutting me off.
Opening monologue. Come on, man. I said his ego is just punishing him, slapping him.
And to answer your question real quick, Christian, I'm not saying Skip can just be easily replaced, but he can be replaced, man. Like they could bring in Nick Wright. Nick Wright be saying careless shit too, but he do it in a more respectful way. Having a debate show is not complicated. It's pitting two sides. You just have side A, side B. Now, do you want somebody out as outlandish as Skip saying just off the wall shit? You would love to have that. You can find somebody who will just come on and say some ridiculous shit, but it's about being respectful. And Skip crossed the line too many times with Shannon, being blatantly
not just Shannon, a lot of people.
Facts. And
like Rod said, he's been consistent. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Aren't we tired of seeing the same show every day? All Skip's topics is the Cowboys this, Tom Brady that, LeBron this. It's the same shit every week. So it honestly, it'd be nice to have fresh face, to be honest, to give us something different. So
you know what was funny? I watched a little bit of today. I watched a clip of it, and they actually had a segment on there about Brock Purdy being
I saw that. Yeah.
And I was like,
the Steve Young
what?
Yeah, Steve Young said that Brock Purdy is like the second coming of Mahomes.
He said he had like some Mahomes in him or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't. No. Yeah, I'm sorry. No.
I love Steve Young, but Steve Young is
false.
Yeah.
Chill. He's a true Niner homer. A true Niner homer.
I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. You can pump the boy up, but them brakes need to be pumped hard on that one. You know, that's one thing you just whoa, Nelly. Like you can't do that. You can't do that.
Steve was definitely reaching. He was definitely reaching. So
it's easy to hit people. It's hard to manage your emotions. I agree. That's the thing as black people, as us black men, because of the trauma and things that we've been through in our lives, we always react. We don't slow down, use this before doing whatever we need to do. I'm guilty of that. You know, in my younger years, you know, somebody say something, what? You know, and I react on them, and it's go time. As you get older, especially nowadays, not too many folks is out here trying to fight you no more. Nobody wants to throw hands anymore. They out here to shoot you, whether it's a look, a breeze, a walk, anything. So you're playing a dangerous game, especially now. And as you get older, you start, you know what? It's not even worth it. So utilizing and using what the Father gave us, which is the brain, and do it that bless you, and do that. Man, you gotta use what the Father gave us, and do it in a way that outthinks what the oppressor wants us to do. He wants us to react. He wants us to go down that line and do something crazy. But once we outthink him, then now what can we go to next? Y'all always got to stay on your A game because it's coming. Things are coming. Life is nothing but trials. You know what I'm saying? Trials and tribulations for a reason. So how we come out of those things and how we maneuver, that's what makes us and brings us to the point. You know, we used to have this saying, you know, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a tooth chipper, you know, just in case. You know what I'm saying? But if I can outthink it, you know, I will outthink somebody as best as I can, so I can de-escalate a situation. But don't get it twisted. I'm not that one, but I don't want to.
You're not a coward if you outthink somebody.
Absolutely.
You're not a coward if you're not a coward if you outthink somebody.
Absolutely.
That don't make you a coward.
Not at all. Not at all. And that's the thing. We need to get more of that in our mentals. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I just want to throw this in there right there.
Go.
One second, right? Marcus, you see what happens when you take your medicine, bro? You see the type of thoughts you have when you take those pills to balance your CTE chemically? That's the type of thoughts you have, man. It's easy to hit people. It's hard to man, take the medicine, man. That's all I want to say. Take the pills.
Miss Debbie, I'm looking at it too. I am. Let me. Miss Debbie, I'm running this tonight, so trying to go back and forth, it's a lot. And shout out to Gina. This job here, I give it back to you humbly.
Running the show ain't no joke, like, man.
This right here, going and flipping back and forth for doing this, and it's only 3 of us now too. Hey, I salute all you content creators that can go back and forth and do this with ease. Tonight's my first night. I'm trying to breeze through it. I'm glad y'all working with me, boy.
Man, you're doing a great job, bro.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all helping me out, brother. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know, but yeah, I look at a lot of things and we just gotta utilize our minds, man. It makes no sense to go out here. The biggest reward is making it home. It's the biggest reward right now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, making it home. It's an underrated blessing.
Nate, I appreciate you. Marcus, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We gotta sit out here, man. If we can, once we leave out of that door, I don't care if it's to breathe, stretch, whatever it is. Once we walk back through that door at the end of the day to kiss your loved ones or whoever it is, hey man, salute and keep on going, man. We just have to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So
Nate is a fool.
Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo, man.
Absolutely.
Oh, no doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
This was a great show.
Yeah, man. We all did this off the cusp. You know, hey, 3 minds here. You know, we made it work. We appreciate you guys here in the chat. Please look at your loved ones, kiss them, appreciate them. If y'all got any grudges with, you know, family members and stuff like that, drop it. Dead it, man. The enemy is here to steal, kill, and destroy for a reason. He wants us to not be around our families and not socialize and look at certain small situations and be like, I ain't dealing with them no more. That's the enemy working. And he's winning when you don't do that. So a lot of times you got to take your pride and your mentals out of this situation, or take your pride out of the situation and truly use your mentals and think, man, you know, it's a bigger picture when it's all said and done. You have to, man.
Indeed. Amen, brother.
But before we get out of here though, we gotta get the score predictions. We gotta
let's do that.
We gotta get the score predictions. What we got? What you got, Rod?
30-10.
30
in
to
the
10.
rain.
In the rain. All right.
Guess what? Josh Johnson comes off and throws 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
I think TDP gets a touchdown.
Really? I would like to see that. TDP get his first little touchdown. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Louisiana boy, LSU.
Okay. TDP.
That's right. He is an LSU guy. That's right. He is
Ty
LSU
Davis
guy.
Price. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Boo.
I'm going to go ahead on and go with my man Rod. Same score prediction, but it's going to be 17-3 at halftime. And then you're going to rest the starters.
Okay. I'm gonna go 27-6. 27-6 Niners, obviously. So we get out of here.
Huh?
Yeah. We're gonna at least
21.
get that 2 seed. So
we
get the 2 seed. We get the 2 seed and we lock it up, right?
We lock it up and we'll see them next week for the playoffs.
See them next week.
Get everything ready to go for the season. So
appreciate it. Oof, man. Well, let me say this.
You guys have any upsets this week? Any upsets?
Nah.
I'm gonna go ahead out and put this on the list. Steelers make the playoffs.
Detroit's defense. Somebody on Detroit's defense is talking real. He talking some talk about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. So I really feel like, you know, something might happen.
I hope Detroit wins. To be personally, I hope Detroit wins. So I would like to see them get in.
See that.
I would like to see them get in. So I mean, they will be talking about the Lions in the preview show next week, but
we would dog walk them. I don't care. I wish they would talk crazy to us. We would humble them immediately. Then, then you don't hear me.
I agree.
We fold the Lions up.
But in the AFC, so hard in the deep. Why have the Steelers making the playoffs, man? Nobody saw this coming. I have the Steelers making the playoffs, bro.
Okay. I mean, what's their scenario?
Yeah.
What's their scenario? They have to beat Cleveland. They play Cleveland, and Buffalo has to beat New England, and the Jets have to beat Miami, which is
that Jets might be a problem, but it's possible.
No, they're Flacco starting. Okay, Mike White's not playing, so it's up to Joe Flacco. Put it like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Tua not playing.
That's fair.
That's true. I agree with you. That's why I'm like,
That's fair.
I'm. You know what's crazy? I'm not even mad about this week. I think this weekend to me is like, I'm not really. I just hope we get out of there injury free. That's all I want. Injury free. Guys are locked and loaded and ready to go for the playoffs, and I'll be straight. I'm with you, Christian. Please. If we get that number one,
you're going crazy.
Whose show you want me to be on next week? I'll be on everybody's show next week.
Okay, that's all right. Look, if y'all get the number one seed, we got to do a show that night.
Book it. I'm with it.
It might happen.
I might come on right after the game. If that's the case, let them lose that mug.
Just hit the button and go.
And go. Hey, just jump in this mug. Because, oh my goodness, if it happens.
Shout out to Nate. Amen. Nate. Amen.
Man. Yeah.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. To everybody in here, we truly appreciate y'all, man. We definitely thank each and everybody that's been in here. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please to this. We truly appreciate your support, your time that you have taken to listen to us up on here and give y'all thoughts as well. We truly appreciate y'all. Shout out to Gina. Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Treese. Who else am I missing?
Jordan. Shout out to Jordan.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Nate.
Tina.
We appreciate you.
Tina.
Everybody. We appreciate everybody. Nate, Marcus, our moderators. We appreciate y'all. Truly.
The whole chat, everybody.
The whole chat. Everybody.
Shout out Uncle Willie, man.
Shout out to Uncle Willie. I know he's a Niners fan now. We appreciate you.
He came out the closet. He's a Niners
fan. Came out. It's all good now. We thank you.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We gonna remember who was in the chat at the beginning. We gonna remember y'all. Like, don't because when this shit take off, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. This is going to happen.
Why? I got one question I gotta ask you. Who do y'all have to fight tomorrow night? Javante Tank Davis or Hector Garcia?
Hey, we should bring Marcus on for that one.
Great weekend in sports. I know Marcus.
Me and Rob was just talking about
that. Fight, Marcus?
Me and Rob was just talking about
Davis or Hector Garcia.
See,
Tank should be okay, but is he okay? Is the question.
That's my whole thing. Like, it's a lot going on mental.
He just coming from jail.
That's my point. That's why I'm like, now I don't know mentally where you are. Throwing him is not an issue.
Yeah,
throwing it is not an issue. It's the mere fact of where's your mentals. Like your boy, like my boy Marshawn said, where's your chickens at? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. 6 round KO.
Okay.
All right. Hey. So we'll see how it goes. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank y'all once again. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Indeed.
Tune in next time for the next show. Let me let this be known right now to everybody. If we are the number 1 seed, somebody, me for sure, but somebody, if y'all want to join me, cool.
Me for sure too.
I'm coming on here live. Just know that if we the number 1 seed.
I'll be here.
All right.
Just know that. So if we the number 2 seed, hey, enjoy your Sunday. So we appreciate y'all and everything. Love, peace, and hair grease. It's all beautiful out here, man. Kiss your friends, kiss your loved ones.
Follow, subscribe, follow us, hit us up on all platforms you see listed below.
Patreon
YouTube,
as well.
Patreon, TikTok,
Twitch,
Twitter, all that.
All of it.
Hit us up. All of
Follow
us.
everybody.
For real.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. I did see your DMs, Miss Debbie. I did see them. Good seats, everybody.
Hold on, real quick. Right. See, Miss Debbie, the reason why it took a minute to get to the DMs, because his DMs be flooded, right? Like, he be getting shot at all the time in the DMs, so his DMs be flooded. So look Rod's like, yeah. No, we joking. We joking.
See y'all next show. I ain't saying nothing.
Salute.
Bang bang on the gang all day. It did some. Y'all be safe. We out. Peace.
Gang.
Peace out.